New Delhi. India deported Canadian diplomat in a tit-for-tat move on Tuesday after Canadian leader claimed that the Indian government could be behind of Sikh separatist leader in British Columbia and also expelled an Indian diplomat he described as an intelligence officer. ArrowRight. The assassination allegation, made by Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau during an explosive speech in front of Parliament on Monday, came after weeks of behind-the-scenes contacts with allied countries about the killing, sending relations between the two countries to their lowest point. This also has broader implications for ties between Western countries, led by the US and India, which the Biden administration has assiduously supported as a strategic counterweight to China. The deported Canadian diplomat was not named in Indian government's statement but was identified by Hindustan Times as chief of Canadian intelligence station in New Delhi. India expelled a Canadian diplomat on September 19 after authorities accused Indian government officials of dead a Sikh leader in British Columbia. The Indian government issued a statement on Tuesday rejecting Trudeau's accusation as absurd and deliberate. India's Ministry of External Affairs stated that the allegations are aimed at shifting the focus away from Khalistani terrorists, extremists who have taken refuge in Canada and continue to threaten India's sovereignty, territorial integrity. The Government of Canada's inaction on this issue has been a long-standing concern. Hardeep Singh Nijjar was designated a terrorist by Indian security agencies in 2020 and accused of planning an attack in India's Punjab state, home to approximately 16 million Sikhs. The Khalistan movement, of which he is a part, aims to establish a separatist state called Khalistan in the Punjab region and has supporters in India and among the large global Sikh diaspora. Thousands during the separatist insurgency in Punjab in the 1980s and 1990s. Months before Nijjar was gunned down by masked gunmen in the parking lot of a temple outside Vancouver on June 18. India launched a campaign to put pressure on countries including Canada, Australia, Britain and the United States, which are home to significant Sikh communities and frequent communities Khalistan protests to suppress the movement. Earlier this year, protesters in London and San Francisco angered New Delhi government by storming the grounds of India's diplomatic missions to raise flag of their movement. Indian officials say pro-Khalistan supporters are also targeting Indian diplomats posted abroad. On Monday, Trudeau did not provide specific evidence that Indian agents were linked to the attack but said Canada was investigating the killing with allied countries. The debate comes at an awkward time when Western nations, led by the White House, are trying to impress India as a geopolitical and trading partner and are avoiding criticizing Prime Minister Narendra Modi over India's authoritarian